.646, Dan and Dan, AM Quad Cities, News Talk 1420 WOC. Hey, it's caucus day, so we've earned this, right? After dealing with the commercials
All
for
these
months and
commercials
months.
for so long.
We're going to start drinking some beer this morning. Jason Gabriel is joining us. Jason runs it's called the Brewniversity here in the Quad Cities, and he basically teaches people how to make their own beer. Thank you, first of all, for being with us. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thanks for bringing beer.
Oh,
at 6:45
absolutely.
in the morning.
Yeah.
This is, for us, this is a big deal, but you've probably gone out to the garage and grabbed a few at 6:45 in the morning, right? I mean,
I cannot tell a lie. I have done that maybe just the one time, yeah.
So who attends, before we get into this, I think, like I said, I think every guy at some point in their life wants to brew their own beer.
Yeah.
It's just something that you watch it on TV and you're like, I can do that. I should be able to
Throw a few hops, a little malt in, I'm good to go.
So
right.
who's the classic person that comes to the Brewniversity? Who is that guy?
It's kind of been all across the board so far, but you get your, I don't know, what I've seen so far is the guy who wants to be a craftsman. Yeah. Somebody who's crafting a product in their own way. I mean, it's a tradition. The tradition of brewing goes back, thousands of years, and it's something that we can still do today. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So when I send my kids off to college, we go get them some notepads and some books and backpacks, so forth like that. If I attend Brewniversity, what do I need to bring with me?
Not much, really.
I mean, I don't have to bring my own still, or I don't have to bring my own. Okay.
No, we've got everything to make beer. Just bring a willing attitude, and it's a hands-on class. So there will be, if you're not one of the sayings in brewing is that you're if you're not willing to be a cleaner, cleaning. Brewing is lots of cleaning. Then you're not willing to be a brewer because it's a hands-on kind of thing, and we do a lot of brewing, a lot of mashing in, a lot of with the grist and adding the hops and boiling the beer, and it's a whole thing.
How long have you been doing this?
Almost 20 years.
How did you start?
So I went into the basement of my deacon's house, and I saw that he had a bucket that had a bubbler on top, and I asked him, what in the world, what do you got going on there? He said, I'm making a Christmas beer. I got cinnamon in the bottom. I'm like, you can make beer? Seriously? This is awesome. So, yeah, got an equipment kit from my mother, which sat around for a year. I finally cracked it open December 31st, 1999 at noon, and made my first beer.
A lot of people, you start thinking about people who want to make their own beer, a lot of people would assume, it's just a bunch of drunk, idiot. But really, like you said, there's a craft behind this. I mean, this is people who take beer very seriously, and the different tastes and the different. I mean, that's who's doing this, right?
Yeah. It's I mean, you get it can get very serious. I'm a nationally recognized beer judge as well, and the book that I studied for that thing is that thick. It's akin to trying to pass the bar exam. It can be very serious.
No pun intended, right?
Nice.
Right.
I'm a nationally recognized chili judge, so
Really?
We should at some point have.
Now wait a minute. I don't know that you're nationally recognized. I don't think judging one competition.
Two.
Well, it's the same competition.
Okay, but still, whatever.
I've done it 3 times, and I don't consider myself to be nationally recognized.
Now, let's talk about when somebody comes to your class, you guys all make the same kind of beer, but you teach them how to sort of experiment, right, I assume?
Yeah. The class, I mean, brewing can go many ways. You can make all kinds of different things, but the idea here is to teach brewers rock solid principles, concepts. What it means to dough in your grains, what it means to add hops, where bitterness comes from. So that's kind of my focus, is to make sure that brewers are getting rock solid principles, because brewing is a robust process. You can pretty much make beer fairly easily. However, there are lots of little tiny things along the way that you can screw up if you don't know what you're doing. And you can watch all the YouTube you want, read all the books, but having hands-on, a hands-on class with hopefully an experienced instructor to tell you what to do, what rights and lefts to take along the way. That's hopefully what I can provide.
How much equipment am I going to need if I want to start just brewing some, just some beer around for me and maybe my buddies I mean, does that take a lot of equipment?
It doesn't. It does not take a lot of equipment. You could probably get set up for a couple $100. I mean, the big thing is a boil kettle. You need a boil kettle, but you can. I mean, you can start as small as brewing on your stove. Boil kettle, couple of buckets, and ingredients.
How long does it take from you sit down, you start mixing the ingredients together until you can actually start drinking the beer? How long is that time?
The simple answer is about a month.
Okay.
Yeah, about 1 month.
Month is all right.
Brew day is anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, depending on kind of the process you're doing. But to the point where you're actually drinking the product, about a month.
Yeah. Well, what did you bring us to sample?
So I brought a couple samples today, fresh off the tap this morning. This first one here we have is a raspberry ale.
It smells terrific.
Well, thank you. It's got 2 pounds of fresh raspberries in the fermenter, in the second what's known as a secondary fermentation or the conditioning phase.
That's fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And what is this? About 150 proof?
Sure. Yeah. We'll go.
You got to stop adding vodka to it. That's your problem over there.
Oh, that's very good.
That is really good. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You do this. You teach people how to do this, but I'm just shocked. That is fantastic.
It's always fun.
I would buy that.
Well, thank you very much. It's always fun to put something in front of someone that they weren't expecting and to have them pleasantly surprised by the product. So
okay, beer number 2.
Yeah, so this second
it's
beer,
a little darker.
It is darker. This is an English barley wine. So this one kind of packs a punch. It's got it's got kind of a lot of caramel, toffee notes.
Once again, smells great.
Yeah, this one's a little bit of a sipper. So
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, that's I made this one a little while back. This one's called "Take Your Head Off" barley wine. I made this.
And that's the best part. You get to name your own beers.
Yeah,
how good is
come
that?
up with names for it. So yeah,
all right,
it's a lot of fun.
Those are fantastic. That's hard to believe. Those are just made right here. Just Jason going around making his own, and anybody can do this.
And anybody can do this. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to attend your university,
Brewniversity.
Your
Brewniversity.
Yeah. So classes are available on my website, www.mancavebrewniversity.com. There's a complete schedule on there. I'm actually running a special right now for Valentine's Day weekend. I'll be holding a couple classes. Classes are $40. Right now, if you use the coupon code 2BREW, that's the number 2 and then the word brew, you get $10 off when you sign up 2 people. But MancaveBrewniversity.com.
Now, how many classes do you need?
By the time you leave my class, you will be able to brew after just one class.
One class?
One class.
Do you have like a graduate studies?
Sure. Yeah, the returning brewer program.
Okay, all right.
We'll have that link up on our website.
Yeah, we'll put that on our
website.
website.
So, Jason, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for bringing beer here on Caucus Day. We need it. So, that's Jason Gabriel, the Manccave Brewniversity, joining us here this morning on AM Quad Cities.